Ella, this time last year you were sitting in the stands for the national championships, and this year you'll be on the floor. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm just I'm just excited to compete out there finally. As a junior and still never competing at a national championship, it's kind of just been something that I've wanted to do. So finally being down there with my team and getting to cheer from down there and contribute is really exciting.
Robert, go ahead.
Ella, one of the biggest strong event or one of the strongest events for your team is the balance beam. And I think a large part of that is due to you, being strong in the leadoff position. I think you've had like 9 nines the past month or so. What is your mindset leading off an event that is so crucial and posting a big score could be detrimental to a team's downfall?
Well, I kind of just want to set up my rest of the team the best that I can. But I just go into every single routine that I do, whether it's in practice or whether it's in the competition, the same way that I will do it every single time. I use the same exact cues and just put myself there. So it's just another routine.
Juliet, go ahead.
How do you keep your nerves in check? Because I'm sure that in that type of situation, especially whenever y'all are ending on balance beam, like the pressure to start off right is really high. Like, what are some of your cues, or like, how do you keep your emotions in check whenever you're doing that?
So I'm kind of superstitious, so I literally do the same thing every single time I go. And when I walk up to the beam, I have my teammate Lily come, and she says the same words to me every time. And then I say something to myself, and then I turn around, and Dana's there, and she says the same thing to me every time. And then it just grounds me, and I'm ready to go. And it's just another routine.
Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah, and you mentioned this a little bit with the just another routine, but what's your mindset going into it? Because this is going to be your first chance competing at the national meet. With 2020 canceled due to COVID, and 2021 you were injured. So what's kind of going through your mind as you finally get this chance?
Like I said, just another routine. I mean, I'm going to go up there and just trust myself and trust what I've trained for this whole preseason and leading up into the postseason, and trust my training and go out there and just do what I know how to do.
Katie, go ahead.
Hey, Ella. How big has Shania been stepping into this beam lineup with some of the injuries y'all have had? And just really maybe talk about, in general, the people that have stepped up the last couple of weeks that have just kind of been able to seamlessly fill in with the injuries.
Yeah, so I mean, our team has really built depth this year, so being able to pull anybody and bring them into a lineup is super awesome. And Shania stepping in, like, we all knew she could do it. It was just a matter of fact of her knowing she could do it and trusting herself. So that was really awesome at regionals, seeing her go out there and, do what she does every day in practice. And other people have stepped in too, like Emily in vault. Like, I've never seen her vault like that in my life, and she went out there and did an amazing vault. I mean, it just goes to show that anybody can be put in and we can still be a number one team.
Juliet, go ahead.
Can you talk about, I know you and Lily trained together before. Can you just talk about your relationship and how you've seen her grow as a freshman and in the all-around this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Lily for, 3 years now, I think, and I've kind of seen her transition even before college just into more of a person than just a gymnast. So coming to college, I've seen her transition even more into that, and just getting to be here every single day with her and train and do what we love to do together is just an amazing opportunity that I wouldn't trade for anything.
Robert, go ahead.
At any point after you guys qualified for nationals, did you ever think to yourself and reflect on your gymnastics career as a whole, from when you were a little girl to your injury to overcoming the injury to be like, wow, I am finally here. I helped my team qualify and we're going to Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I think after every meet, I sometimes just step back and put myself into perspective just from where I was a year ago to where I was when I was a little girl. And I am living out my dream and being able to compete at the best university with my favorite people ever. So yeah, just putting things into perspective and just being blessed to be where I am every single day.